Something beneath Aethelgard has begun to wake. For generations, the Elder held the darkness back. But tonight, the earth itself is starting to remember. And when the garden remembers, the forest answers. Night had fallen over Aethelgard. The city slept peacefully beneath its golden towers. Lanterns flickered softly along quiet streets. Nothing moved. Nothing stirred. Yet far from peace, Cassian could not sleep. He lay awake, staring into darkness. The dream returned. The woods again. The whispering leaves. And the small creature that first spoke to him. The mouse. Waiting. Watching. Smiling. Its voice echoed inside the dream. You were spared. A pause. Then softer. But you were never freed. Cassian jolted awake, breathing hard. The room was silent, but the feeling remained. Something had followed him back. In the sacred garden, the Elder walked alone. Moonlight spilled across ancient trees. Soft golden particles drifted in the air. The garden was peaceful, but the Elder was not. For the first time, his hands trembled. He stopped beside the oldest tree in the garden. The roots ran deeper than the city itself. Slowly he knelt. His palm touched the ground. For a moment, nothing. Then the earth responded. A faint pulse beneath the soil. Like a distant heartbeat, the Elder closed his eyes and whispered into the night. I cannot hold it forever. The wind stirred the leaves, but the garden offered no answer. Nathaniel walked alone, past the final lanterns of the city, past the last stone path, until the golden light faded behind him. Ahead stood the forest, the forbidden woods, silent, still, watching. He did not step inside. He only stood at the edge, listening, waiting. But the silence was too perfect. No wind, no animals, no movement. And somehow, that silence frightened him more than any whisper could. Nathaniel finally understood something the others had not. The city did not survive because the woods were quiet. It survived because the Elder was holding something back. And no man could hold back the darkness forever. Far below the city, beneath stone older than memory, the cave waited. A single crack in the rock. Small, thin, barely visible. But slowly, the fracture widened. Dust fell from the ceiling. The ground trembled faintly. And from the darkness within the cave, something answered. A whisper, then another, then many. Ancient voices rising together. Zovd, hungry, patient. One word echoed through the darkness. Return. The Elder stood in the garden, looking toward the distant woods. Cassian sat upright in his bed, eyes wide in the dark. Nathaniel remained at the tree line, unmoving. And far inside the forest, the small mouse slowly opened its eyes. But this time, they were not ordinary. They glowed, bright, unnatural, alive with something ancient, something that remembered the garden and wanted it back.